everybody, I'm bug-catching man Alex.
And I'm PokeKellz. What are you doing, man?
Here, attack my head.
What? No, why?
Oh, calm down. I just want to demonstrate something I learned about this week's Pokemon.
Oh, alright. So what do? Just like take a swing at your head?
Yes, but how will you know which one?
How long have you been practicing this?
Like 5 to 7 hours.
It's Scizor!
Rival.
Hey, little bro. What brings you here to the old Dex today?
Honestly, I just really love Scizor, and when I heard you guys were doing him, I just kind of showed up. Let's do it.
Right! Scizor was formerly known as the Scissors Pokemon, but now he's the Pincers Pokemon. He's a Bug Steel evolution of Scyther using the metal coat that was added in Gen 2.
Scizor is super popular and he's often considered one of the coolest Pokemon. A hot red metallic Scyther with awesome giant clamps instead of awkward Mantis blades? Sign me up!
Scizor also shares traits with red ants, which are known for their aggressive behavior. I wish I could tell you exactly what species, but there's over 250 of them, even when you're just looking at the ones with wings. Just know that flying red ants exist and never sleep again.
Also, hey, why were you grabbing my head earlier? That was really weird.
Well,
That's easy, Jimmy boy, and we'll tell you all about it in this week's ridiculous segment. It's Animal Influences.
Scizor's Pokedex states that he has special eye spots on his pincers, meant to confuse opponents, but what the heck does that mean exactly?
Well, said simply, putting eyes on his hands creates the illusion of multiple heads, which provokes attack on the wrong head, which Scizor could easily counter.
I guess that would make stealth attacks pretty difficult too. If a predator thinks you have 3 heads, sneaking up on you becomes way harder in their minds.
Exactly. Eye spots are a type of mimicry that many animals in the real natural world utilize to their advantage, most often to confuse predators.
For example, the glad-eye bush brown has eye spots on the underside of its wings so that when it rests, it looks like it has large eyes.
Oh, cool. It tricks predators into thinking it's a much bigger animal and intimidates them into leaving it alone and protects its body by encouraging attacks on a less vital area of the body.
Exactly! It could be the difference between life and death. Just look at the Indian cobra. It naturally makes its opponent uneasy via the evolution of those giant eye spots.
Mega Scizor takes it to the next level too. The jaws of its fake heads get even longer and the gaping teeth make his claws look like an even bigger threat. So cool.
That was neat. For a Pokemon who's so powerful, he sure does have a cool defense.
right? But now it's time to focus on the offense. Gen 6 Scizor battle strategy. Get ready.
Pokemon!
Can you guys put your head in my hands? I want to pose like Scizor.
Oh, okay.
Scizor's been an OU staple for years, and his position has been cemented even further with the advent of Mega Evolution. Grab an Impish one and super train it in HP, special defense, and attack.
Mega Scizor is bulky, and giving him Swords Dance makes him into a serious threat. Not to mention the ability Technician, which multiplies the power of moves under 60 by 1.5.
Giving him Roost will make up for any HP lost boosting, Bullet Punch becomes a great 90 power priority stab move, and Knockoff is devastating for coverage and for ruining item-based strategies, though you do have to trade it up from Gen 5 at this point.
If somebody else on your team already Mega Evolves, never fear. Scizor can still hang in OU. Swap the Scizorite for a Choice Band and increase your attack by 1.5 without the Swords Dance boost, but it also locks you into one move till you switch, so be careful.
You're also going to change your EV spread to focus less on defense and more on your attack stat. For this, grab an Adamant one. It'll make Bullet Punch a threat from the first turn.
Also, swap Roost for Superpower for coverage and teach him U-turn instead of Swords Dance. It's a great stab attack, and it's a great way for Scizor to help your team gain momentum.
Of course, that's not the only way to train a Scizor, so as always, here are a few random thoughts.
Mega Scizor is pretty bulky, and his access to Roost can make him a pretty reliable and tenacious default user. It'll make your opponent think twice before trying to set up hazards on you.
Scizor also forces a lot of switches, which makes him a good pursuit user. Use it to surprise and outsmart your opponent.
And finally, Roost makes it easy for Scizor to Toxic Stall certain opponents. Combo it with Protect to deal with enemies who love to boost their stats.
And that's it, Scizor, the coolest guy with decoy eyes. Did you have fun, Jimmy?
Duh, Scizor is tight.
If you like what you see, subscribe. And if you've been watching for a while and you'd like to support us, head over to patreon.com/thatonevideogamer. Links in the description.
Yeah, man, Patreon's awesome, and who knows, depending on how much you pledge, you too can have your name scroll across in our end credits. I'm PokeKellz.
I'm Rival Jimmy.
And I'm bug-catching man Alex. Tune in next week for another transportive episode of
The Dex. And we'll tell you all about it in this week's ridiculous segment. It's Animal Influences.
Tune in next week for another transportive episode of
The Dex.
I wasn't in on this bit.
Oh.
Wasn't in on that one.
No. Now we have a great blooper.
Nobody told